Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Cisco predictions video. I hope you guys are doing well, and as always, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and join the Discord as well. If you guys are new here, I highly suggest you guys subscribe. Guys, I've had to take a little bit of a break just to really get some better analysis on these games. I had to watch some demos and really get a better understanding of where these teams at, because honestly, when I did this is when I found my best success in the predicting and betting. So I'm going to be going back to my roots of what I found success, and I've watched a lot of these demos and I've gone back and I've watched a lot of film on these teams. So heading into this, I feel pretty confident in these picks. Now guys, make sure again you subscribe. I have a major announcement coming soon. Help get me to 1,000 subscribers. We're almost there. I got a giveaway planned as well for that. So it's going to be some exciting times. Heading right into this, G2 versus Big. Now, right off the bat, G2 is the favorite, and I actually really like their odds here, given that it's about 1.6. And honestly, G2 looked really solid today in their match against Na'Vi, and they've recently haven't been that great. They've been a pretty inconsistent team as of late, but recently they played Na'Vi today, and they looked really strong. They won pretty convincingly on 2 maps. One went to overtime, one, of course, Dust 2. It was a very close game, but they did win, and they looked like the better team, honestly, throughout the series. So they looked really solid. And heading into this series for Big, yeah, they beat FaZe Clan and they kind of demolished them. But the thing I want to focus on with FaZe is look at the individuals on FaZe. Bymass went 9-31 on 2 maps, and Rain went 16-41 on 2 maps. So obviously there's something going on there, and this sort of win is something I can't really put too much weight into, just because of how bad FaZe looked. And yeah, Big looked good and they did beat them, which is still a pretty good task, but at the same time, there must be something wrong when those 2 players are playing that bad. And heading into this Sprout matchup too, Sprout, they really haven't looked too, like, they lost to Sprout, and Sprout hasn't really looked that great. They did beat Unicorns of Love and Alternate Attacks, but they should be beating those teams. So really, Big hasn't looked that impressive, and I'm just going to stick with G2 to win. I think G2 has the better map pool too on some of these maps, and I really think Big's going to have a hard time picking up 2 maps against G2. I'm taking G2, they look good, and I'm going to be backing them. So Vitality versus NiP. In this series, I'm going to be sticking with Vitality, and the reason being is Vitality has looked super solid lately. I've watched their demos. Yeah, they're losing maps, but the maps they can play, they're playing them very solidly, and they got some really good star power in this lineup. Like Zaiwu, RPK has been playing pretty good the last few days. Masuta's a young and up-and-coming star, so they have some decent firepower, and I think it's going to be really a straightforward sort of head-to-head matchup. Like, there's no advantage for really either team, except Vitality is going to have a little bit better firepower, just in my opinion, because they have Zaiwu. Now, heading into this series as well, Vitality has beaten NiP before in previous series, and a lot of the time they've beaten NiP. And as well, NiP just hasn't looked that great. Like, they lost to Vitality recently. They've been tying teams. They tied Vitality, but they played Astralis, and when I was watching them play Astralis, I wasn't really convinced with their win, and Astralis hasn't looked actually that great of a team as of late with their new 2 additions, so I really don't think that NiP is playing at a great level. I think this roster still needs a little bit of time, and I think a team like Vitality is going to be perfect with these odds just to take. So guys, stick around to the end of the video, because I'm going to have a parlay option just for you guys that I highly recommend doing. So that is going to be at the end of the video. Make sure you guys subscribe. Heading into Fnatic versus Mad Lions. Now, Mad Lions is the underdog in this matchup, and I really actually like the odds on them. Although Fnatic has been playing some better CSGO, they haven't been beating super great teams. So for example, they beat VP and Mouse Sports on Train. Mouse Sports has looked awful. We all know their struggles there. They beat Dignitas, but Dignitas isn't a super great team, and they lost to Vitality 2-0, and it was a pretty convincing win too by Vitality. And I'd put Mad Lions kind of near Vitality's level, if I'm being honest. Mad Lions have looked like a really solid team. Like, They've had similar results to Fnatic, and honestly, I just think that Mad Lions have proven to have a better map pool, and they've proven to be a better online team, and for that reason, I'm going to be sticking with them to pull the upset out here. I can't trust Fnatic, they're pretty inconsistent, we have to remember that. We look back to the Road to Rio and plenty of other tournaments, they have always struggled online, so I'm going to be sticking with Mad Lions here, and I think they're going to be able to pull this one off. So Furia versus Triumph, this is just an extra match for you guys. In this matchup, Triumph has some pretty solid odds, and Triumph has actually looked pretty solid lately. They've been able to take a map off Gen G, tie Evil Geniuses, tie 100 Thieves, so they've had some pretty solid results, not to mention they had a close matchup versus Furia before. So in this series, I'm going to actually be taking a small bet on Triumph map 1 plus 5.5 rounds, and as well I'm going to be doing a small bet on Triumph plus 1.5 maps. So guys, to wrap up this video, we have Mad Lions to win, Vitality to win, G2 to win, and Triumph plus 5.5 rounds on map 1, and Triumph to win plus 1.5 maps. Now guys, a quick combo that I highly recommend is a Vitality and G2 combo, and then if you guys wanted to, you could even do like a Mad Lions and G2 combo as well. The only matchup that I fear the most is probably this Vitality versus NiP matchup, just because of Vitality. They haven't been super solid lately. They have dropped maps, but I still think they've been on a good record to take the 2-1, so I'm going to be sticking with that. As usual guys, make sure you like, subscribe, and join the Discord. Peace out.